Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing week I and well 10 in my Project Life album, and I'm just trying to figure out which cards to use. All these cards came from the Hustle and Heart kit, which is available in my shop. And this card in the corner, I'm trying to decide which one to use, and I decided to save the one with the yellow stripes for as a journaling card to use later. And these are my pictures from this week. I had pictures of some orders, a picture of myself, and a picture of my son. And that one is of my husband and son. And then another big picture of my son. I actually think I put that picture, or I posted that one on Instagram. This week was a really tough week because my son was sick this week. So that's why he's wrapped in all those towels. I will get into the story later. But I'm just seeing like where to place my cards and everything. All right. So now I am going to get started on my title card. And this is actually a 6x4 card that I cut in half. And now I'm just cutting that flower because I want to use that on my title card. I don't know, it was just a waste of a pretty flower. So I'm just going to put that right in the corner, just cutting that out. And I think I place it up on some enamel, what am I saying? I put it up on some foam squares just to give it a little dimension. And black, I don't know, black is not a color that I use a lot. So I don't know, this was kind of a challenge for me to incorporate black into my layout. And when I looked around, I didn't even have, too many black supplies. I did find these stickers that I have had forever. All right, and I am placing that down. Oh, and I do add just a little piece of washi behind that flower. And I have also been hoarding this washi forever, but I saw on Instagram that Target or Sugar Paper came out with more of this washi. I haven't found it at my Target yet, but I have been checking, so that's why I figure I can go ahead and use a little bit of what I have left of that washi. And I am just going to put I'm going to scoot that over. I'm just going to put week 10 on here. And that is about it for this title card. I left it kind of simple. And I did pull off I did pull that Today's Story word sticker. Well, I thought I left it simple. I guess I just couldn't stop there. I added that Today's Story sticker and then a little yellow heart enamel. And now this next card, I'm just going to add that butterfly. Yeah, and that word sticker says courage, dear heart. And I was going to put some foam tape or foam square on it, but the little piece was too small. So I'm just looking for something to layer it on. And that little piece was too small also, but I did go ahead and add it to the card. And I stick it on the bottom. And once I get everything stuck on, I do mess this card up, or I mess that word sticker up. Because now that I'm looking at it, it looks just fine, plain, just like that. So I go ahead and glue that butterfly and that black and white down. And I'm just kind of seeing if those two match. Or maybe I go back and do something to that card. I know I messed that card up. I try and outline that word sticker and I mess it up. So this black and white paper, it came from another kit. I think the We Are Family kit. I think it's by Echo Park, but that is the closest that I have to like black and white paper. And it's not actually a true black and white. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a gray. And I put down I tried to pull that sticker up, but it is not coming up. And I just put a little outline around it just so it can stand out on the picture. And that little word sticker says, "Every day I'm hustling." And I love that card because that picture is just orders from my shop that I had to get out that day. So I just took a picture of them. And I don't think I do too much else to this card. I was trying to leave everything pretty simple. And I was about to add that transparent, it's like a watercolor splash, but I decided to save it for another picture. And none of this actually stays on the card because I was trying to, I know sometimes I over embellish. I want to stick everything on these little tiny cards. And this was, I don't know, this was just too much. It didn't come out right. So I stick it on there and then I pull it off. I think I stick it on twice and pull it off. Because the foam, those little foam squares, they are thicker than the normal foam squares. And it was sitting up too high for the sticker to work. Then I put it down just flat and I didn't like it, so I pulled it off. And once I pulled it off, I just left that card alone. Oh. And I add that here and now because, of course, when I pulled that up, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of tore the card just a little. And then this is just a picture of me, a selfie that I had, and I'm adding some of this gold tape on the background. And if my picture looks a little weird, it's because I don't have my eyebrows on. Like if I don't have, even if I don't have makeup on, I will put on my eyebrows. My eyebrows grow very crazy, very crooked. Like they get very bushy, so I tweeze them very thin. And then I kind of fill them in a straight line. And I added those clear, it's like a brush stroke, and I love those stickers. They're from the kit, and I'm just I added it to the bottom, and then the little strip that I cut off, I added it to the top. And I'm just adding more of that little black and white. And I'm really enjoying using that black and white. I think I'll have to add more black and white stuff to my stash and also start using black and white more often. All right, and then this is a picture of my son, and I'm adding that "love you dearly." Yeah, and I put "with all my heart." Now this is going to be a flip up card because I want to add some journaling, but I want to put it underneath the picture. I'm just adding some enamel dots. These are my DIY enamel dots, and I need to make more because I have used all of that peach color. I know it's like a universal color. I put it on every layout and it matches. And now here for my journaling, I think I was decorating. Yeah, I wanted to add things before I put my journaling because I know I had a lot to put. And that little sticker says, "Your heart knows the way." I'm just adding some enamel dots. And I think that little quote was just perfect for I guess this week and that night. When my son is, I think I mentioned this in another video, when my son is sick, I get so emotional. It's just a hard time for me. And this one was particularly hard because he had a stomach virus. And this was just a horrible stomach virus. He couldn't keep anything down. And this may be TMI for a Project Life video, but vomit is just one of my phobias. So, I was already just concerned about him. I was having a hard time. And I'm just writing, how hard it was, how emotional I get. Like, I just get so emotional. I think about, when he was born, the time he was in the NICU. Like, every time he's sick, I just think about all that. So I was just having a really hard time. And and I also write, of course, all night he was just sick back and forth. I just had to give my little self a pep talk. I was like, you know what, get it together, get your bleach, and you know what to do. That's why I say your heart knows the way, because sometimes you have to give yourself a pep talk at 4 a.m. so you can get it together. But we made it. We did make it through the night, and I think I wound up sleeping like on the floor next to his bed, maybe like 2 nights in a row. And my husband, he gets up the next morning, slept through everything, and like, why are you on the floor? What's going on? And this next picture is just a picture of my son. That was the next day. He was feeling a little bit better. So I just kind of hung out with him in his room. So I thought, you know what, I need to get a picture of this for the Project Life album. And he didn't have anything on. I had towels and blankets everywhere for easy cleanup. That's why he's sitting there wrapped in a towel. And I wanted these two cards to match. So I'm adding little strips of that black and white and also a piece of that gold washi. I'm trying to do the same thing to both of these cards. And I'm just cutting that little piece. And I don't know, I just love that picture. And I think the color goes perfectly with that card. And I don't know, I think my son was excited because I spent the day with him in his room. I put the TV in his room for the day. And then that next picture, I think that is either the next day or that weekend. My son was feeling fine. They were on their way to the movie, so they went and saw Batman that week. They were just, I don't know, just like nothing had ever happened. I was probably on the floor somewhere, just trying to get it together. And the two stickers I put, one says, "Good morning, sunshine," and the other one says, "You make my heart happy." And I'm just going to add some enamel dots, and these two cards are done. That is it for this layout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.